Hey everyone, Sensor here, and welcome to a Pokemon Showdown video. So, in this video, I'm just going to go over some battles since the new season for Pokemon rated battles doesn't start till November 1st. Uh, we can't actually do it in game, but they have the rule set on Pokemon Showdown, and there's going to be a few more battles than normal. Usually I do 2 or 3 battles on the actual game because they take longer, but Showdown is just it's shorter because it's not as much animations and loading and all that stuff. But I wanted to briefly go over the team. So I wanted to build a team. There's a couple teams that I made. I wanted to build a team with the legendary birds, the Articuno and Zapdos specifically. So this one is Articuno. The main thing here is I have Articuno as the main sweeper basically, with Dusclops there to activate its own weakness policy. I use Dusclops Shadow Sneak on Articuno, activates weakness policy, and usually Dynamax, and then that's 9 times out of 10 what I do. And I just have these other moves here for coverage, just full speed and special attack. Now Landorus is here for to take out some threats that might threaten Articuno, and also just Landorus just a great Pokemon in general. Also max speed, max attack. I'm still trying to figure out the best like overall team and then like the move set and all that. So I'm currently trying out an Earthquake, Rock Slide, Iron Tail set. I'm thinking about trying Fly out. I want an Iron Tail just for another Steel move because I have Metagross, but having another Steel type is really good to more against like other fairies or rock types. I also have Rillaboom there to try and deal with like rock types and water types especially that threaten Landorus. Um, and then of course for Fake Out, Grassy Surge. Now of course Grassy Terrain will lower Earthquake's damage, but I can't have Landorus can't have high horsepower. But it's just something to kind of play around with. And of course Intimidate on Landorus to try and lower the attack of enemies because they would threaten Articuno, but you have to be careful because there's a lot of because of Articuno, because of Zapdos now, and there's you're gonna run into Pokemon that have competitive, the regular forms of like Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus. They have Defiant, so there's a lot more Pokemon that you can run into that have Defiant or competitive, so you have to be careful of that. Again, Metagross, mostly Metagross and Dragonite are here because I just really like them and seeing if I can fit them into this team. Metagross, of course, just a powerhouse. I gave it Life Orb. I did have Weakness Policy at first, but I think I like it more on Articuno. So just Life Orb, a standard Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt for stab, Protect, and then Hammer Arm for a fighting move because I don't have a fighting move. I did have a fighting move on Landorus where Iron Tail was. I had Brick Break, um, but I'm trying this out now. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, just pretty decent. It can kind of wall certain dragon types. It is weak to ghosts, just like Articuno. But it's just really defensive and it's just another strong option. Dragonite is there because I love multi-scale Dragonite. Um, Still, I don't know about the berry. I couldn't give it a life orb or a weakness policy. I'm using Dragon Dance, so I could have used like Assault Vest or um, like a Choice Band, but I'm using Dragon Dance on this with the stab moves of Dragon Claw and Dual Wing Beat. Dual Wing Beat, being the new move that came in Isle of Armor. That's a really good one. And then for the last move, I'm trying to decide. I used Fire Punch for a bit because I didn't have Fire, and Fire Punch is definitely great for Pokemon like, um, so like Celesteela, for instance, it could be strong against, or of course Ferrothorn. But even though I've seen Celesteela a lot, Celesteela is so defensive that because Dragonite's physical, the Fire Punch wasn't doing that much, and I've just been fighting more, seeing more Pokemon that are like weak to Ice, where Ice is really strong against like Articuno. Of course, it's super strong against like Landorus, so I think Ice Punch is better here. But I'll have to decide. I might end up just switching it out for another because I think another special Pokemon because it's a pretty physical um, pretty physical. I wouldn't say it's a metagame yet, but you're gonna see a lot of physical Pokemon. and a lot of defensive Pokemon too. So I might have to switch that out. And then again, Dusclops is mostly there to proc Articuno's weakness policy, but also to try and counter other Trick Room users. I can Trick Room, or if other people are faster, because Articuno is fast, but there are other Pokemon that are faster, so I can also use Trick Room to my advantage. Of course, Ally Switch shenanigans, and I could have put Nightshade in the last spot, but I put Pain Split for just another way for it to actually do something against, Pokemon that are immune to Ghost or resistant to Ghost. So I think Pain Split is a pretty decent move, and it has actually let me survive a little bit by using Pain Split on myself, on my other Pokemon. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some battles. Oh yeah, this is my other team, but I will not be doing that one yet. So I don't yet know how many battles I'm going to be doing, but yeah, it's going to be more because it's just, you'll see, it just goes a lot faster. So right off the bat, we have, some fast Pokemon. Dragapult is definitely a threat. If they lead with Dragapult, yeah, Articuno is not going to be faster. So that's definitely huge. They could lead with the Intimidate. I'm trying to see who could survive possibly. I'm thinking it depends on if it's a physical, or really any of them could be a problem. I'm thinking Metagross maybe, because if it's a physical one, Metagross would be good here, and possibly Dusclops. But yeah, Landorus. Let's look at the other Pokemon. Look, so Landorus is pretty decent here, especially with the ground typing. It's immune to the electric, and so I think that's a good lead right there. Well, maybe not a good lead. Hang on, let me do Metagross, and let's actually do Rillaboom, so I can possibly fake out somebody, and then I'll have Landorus in the back, and I can still use Articuno without having the self-procking, but I think possibly Dragonite. They could get, I don't see a Tailwind here, so I'm not sure if they have Tailwind, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Dragonite. Alright, I was not expecting this. So, okay, that Dracozolt must have Sand Rush, because there's no other reason. So this is actually gonna be pretty rough. They might Dynamax the Dracozolt. If they use Electric, though I don't know if it would use an Electric move. It could use a Dragon move. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna scout this with a Protect and see what happens. And I'm gonna fake out. I'm gonna fake out the Tyranitar. Oh, the Tyranitar Dynamaxed. Okay, wasn't expecting that. It's probably gonna go for a ground move on Metagross. Okay, Fire Fang or Darkness, So, all right. Now the thing is about Tyranitar, it's probably faster than my Metagross, so it might go for another Darkness. I'm wondering if I could try and stall it out, but I think I'm actually going to go in and bring in Landorus to lower that attack. And then, yeah, and then I think I will go ahead and U-turn on the Dracozolt. So, got that attack lowering a little bit. Okay, he went for the Protect. So, but Tyranitar's probably going to the Max Darkness, yeah. So it's a problem, but my goal right now is to actually lower Tyranitar. I was hoping that I would have been able to stop that. Now Landorus is pretty fast, I think. Yeah, so I'm definitely faster than Tyranitar here. So what I'm going to do is actually go for an Earthquake. And even though it's going to be weaker, I'm going to go for an Earthquake into a U-turn. No, I'm gonna go with Grassy Glide here. So Grassy Glide, and it probably procs his moves. He Bolt Peaked. So he does not have I must have missed what item he has. He did not have what I thought he had. But he's gonna take the. Oh right. Okay. Yeah, that was. Okay. See, he's trying to get his boost up. So it wasn't actually as it's not as strong as I thought it was gonna be. And I'm faster, so yeah. And mostly because I used the grassy glide. So I'm gonna earthquake, and I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Okay. Yeah, he did get the lower, but I grassy glided, and so I get the earthquake. It is 50% less weak, but that actually is helpful for my Rillaboom. So not bad. I got rid of their Dynamax Pokemon. I can still Dynamax. Let's see here. Although they do have that nice Dragapult just waiting, but I kind of want to lower its stats, but I may not be able to. I'm just gonna have to lose the Landorus here. That's just gonna be the best move here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and if I can survive, I probably won't, but I'm gonna try and knock off the Dragapult. Oh yeah, he did the fake out, so that's okay. That's okay. Now I am not faster than their Dragapult, but I think I can one-shot. Dragonite can survive because he's got multi-scale and he's at full health. No more storm. They can't fake out anymore. I'm gonna Dynamax. I'm gonna Dynamax Wormwind. There should be no reason why I don't take out the Dragapult. And the Dragapult, okay, so here's the problem. The Dragapult could use Phantom Force, and that would definitely be a problem. So I'm gonna actually protect here and see what happens. Okay, he went with the Dragon Darts. So unfortunately, because I protected, I got hit by that. But of course, with the first hit, and I Dynamax, it wasn't that big of a deal. Snarl's not a big deal because I'm not a special attacker. So not a bad match. Oh, it's not over yet. I forgot about Dracozolt. Okay, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with another. I'm gonna go with Airstream, actually. I think I'm gonna go with Airstream. And I don't know. The Dracozolt is fast. Actually, no. I'm gonna Max Guard the Dragonite, and I'm gonna try and take out the Dracozolt because that's the issue here, is the Dracozolt. So I'm going to. I'd hate to miss. Oh man, all these 90%. I'm gonna go ahead and Zen Headbutt the Dracozolt. Let's see what happens. Max Guard, they went for a Dragon Claw, but it didn't hit. So I took out the Dracozolt. Perfect. And they doubled into the Dragonite, so there you go. Now I can max Airstream, and I'm going to just Hammer Arm the Incineroar. So it was a crit, but it doesn't matter because Metagross would have to finish it. So yeah, pretty good match. Pretty good match. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one. I really like this team. So, yeah. And I wasn't even using my Articuno, but yeah, I love Dragonite. Dragonite Metagross really helps. And of course that Intimidate helped out. So I'm sure there's definitely some issues with the team, but this is about the third iteration of the team. So I'll do a few more matches. Yeah, this is going to be rough. I had Spectrier on the team right before with where Dragonite's spot is, but I feel like I needed some more variation. So this definitely looks like a Tailwind team. I'm going to lead with Rillaboom because Tailwind is a problem. And so because I'm going to want to fake out the Whimsicott, and then I'm going to want to take out the Whimsicott. And the best option here, the problem is if Spectrier comes out with Whimsicott, it can probably one-shot my Metagross. I'm trying to see or think of like who can I send out that won't get one-shot by one of these Pokemon. Salamence could also one-shot me. I don't want to lose Pokemon here. I think honestly the best option is Landorus, though I don't think. Yeah, I do have Iron Tail, so I could do that. Dynamaxing Landorus also with this set is really nice because I can get both defense and special defense boosts. So I'm gonna go ahead and have lead with that. And the only thing I don't like is I did have a Tailwind with this Articuno, and I think Tailwind would be really nice for this team. But I think having that Shadow Ball is just going to be better overall. And now I'm trying to decide. I can't hit the Wash with a ground move, but Rillaboom can take out the Wash. I think Metagross is still a good option here, and I'm going to go with Dragonite instead of Articuno. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dragonite instead of Articuno. So, second match without using Articuno. I guess I'll start the timer. So yeah, see, this is what I was thinking of. That that is rough. Now this Spectrier could still probably knock out my Landorus. So this is going to be sort of a. I want to Dynamax the Landorus, but it is definitely not safe to do that. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to Dynamax Steel Spike the Whimsicott. And hope that Whimsicott tries to go for a Tailwind. Because if I do, I'll at least stop the Tailwind, but that Spectrier, especially if that Spectrier Dynamaxes, I don't know the calcs or anything. I don't know the Spectrier. Okay, so he switched out. That makes sense. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. So it's a bit of an issue, but I still can take out the Whimsicott, I'm sure. Yeah. Still took him out. Lower attack, which sucks, but at least I can get some boosts. Now the Spectrier is still faster. The Salamence might still be faster too, actually. Yeah, the Salamence can still be faster than me. But I'm going to knock off the Spectrier, and I am going to go for a Rockfall. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Rockfall onto the Salamence. So we Dynamaxed. Oh, Spectrier protected. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but at least I get the Rockfall off. Sadly, because of my lower attack, it doesn't do as much. So we're not in the best position. I'm gonna send in Metagross. Salamence probably has like Flamethrower or something. Or I actually don't remember. I honestly don't remember what Salamence type is, like special or physical. I'm gonna protect. Though the Spectrier is probably going to attack the Metagross. I think. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out who they might bring in. Who's left? Either Tapu Koko or Rotom Wash. So I'm gonna go and do. I could do another, but I think I might go for a Max Quake instead. Actually, no, I'm just going to go for another Rockfall, because that Salamence is trouble. Because they're going to be much faster. So actually, yeah, I'm going to go for a Max Quake onto the Spectrier. Because I'm going to need some defense, some special defense. So luckily they doubled into the Metagross. So it's like, yeah, it's not the best. That was my last Dynamax move, but I think it'll be okay. So the problem is they're still faster than me, and if they double into Metagross, then that's still an issue. However, I could. You might use a Dragon move. I'll just go for a Zen Headbutt on the Spectrier and then Rock Slide. Oh, was not expecting that. And I survived. Look at that. I survived that attack. That's crazy. I didn't take the Salamence out, sadly, but yeah, I should have doubled into the Salamence. Was not expecting that at all. But I can actually protect now. So, I don't know if Salamence is going to protect. I know that Spectrier can't protect anymore, so I'm actually going to go for a Zen Headbutt into Spectrier, and I'm going to protect here. So yeah, they went for the Shadow Ball. I did survive, and they went for the Hurricane. Okay, so that's good. I got rid of the Spectrier. Now the problem here is there's nothing I can do to like stop this madness. Now I can protect my Metagross, but yeah, they're gonna double in. There's no way they're not gonna double in. So there's really nothing I can do here. I think that's a GG. I can protect, but there's no reason for them to double into anybody. Both my Pokemon are slower, so I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, Zen Headbutt Rock Slide. So yeah, the Hurricane got me, and I think Hurricane's like 100% hit rate. So yeah, didn't make it through that time. I messed up. I should have doubled into the Salamence instead of that Spectrier. That would have gotten me the win. But it is what it is, you know. So yeah, and they just dropped a Draco on me. Oh man. But that's why that multi-scale is so good. And then the Thunderbolt got me. So I don't even know what hit him. Did he have a life orb? But anyway, so yeah, it didn't go too well, or it didn't go too bad, but do another match. I think I'll do one or two more matches, probably two matches, depending on how long they go. So this is interesting. Kartana, and that's Tornadus. So they are probably going for a Tailwind. This definitely looks like a Tailwind type team. So I'm gonna lead with Rillaboom. I need to get Dusclops in here and Articuno, but these Pokemon are like, they're just so fast. So I'm gonna do Rillaboom to try and stop the Tornadus and figure out. Yeah, I think Landorus is probably the best one to go with there. Landorus or Dragonite wouldn't be bad either. I could Dynamax Dragonite, but I think I'd rather Dynamax Landorus. So yeah, I could probably do Rock Slide too, but looks like another game where I'm not going to be using. I think I'll use Dragonite, Grass and Steel. Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why I had Fire Punch Kartana as well. So Kartana's going to be a little bit of a problem, but we'll go with Dragonite and. Should I go with Metagross? I think Metagross might be decent here. Or Articuno. It's hard to say actually. I think I'm actually gonna go with Articuno without the you know, Shadow Sneak weakness policy. Okay, so yeah, this is something that I wasn't expecting, which means I'm actually safe to not Dynamax yet, though the Blaziken might Dynamax. I'm going to, because he's fast. He's fast. I'm gonna Fake Out. I'm really trying to figure out who I should deal with. The Blaziken is definitely a problem. I'm going to Fake Out the Blaziken, and I'm gonna Earthquake, even though it's less now. Yeah. Okay. So that was the wrong choice. I should have faked out the Regieleki. But still got some Earthquake damage out. Almost took out the Regieleki. Oh man, yeah, I would have taken out the Regieleki if I would have done Fake Out. That's okay. Articuno does have Protect, so I am going to switch to Articuno. I might just actually Dynamax Guard here. That might be a good move. And hope that I don't miss the Rock Slide, because it means that I definitely won't get hit by the whatever Blaziken's gonna do. I really don't know what moves he's got, but he doesn't have any boosts right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Dynamax Guard. Actually, you know what? I should be able. No, that Regieleki is faster. I'm actually just gonna Protect and hope that Blaziken doesn't attack me. Doesn't attack Articuno. Ah, was not expecting the Hydreigon. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate, but at least I still got some damage out there. I think I might actually... What did he do? He used Max Flare. Yeah, that thing is fast. That thing is definitely fast right now. So, yeah, I can't beat that speed. I might down to Mac Landorus then. I think that's what I have to do now. I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and use Freezing Glare. It's Articuno's probably getting knocked out, but I need to Dynamax. Yeah, I need to hit this Blaziken. Because if I can take the Blaziken out, I'm in a much better spot. He went and flared the Landorus. Ooh. More damage than I thought it was going to do. Oh yeah, it's the sun. So, well, I do have Dragonite. Their Dynamax is gone. But the Hydreigon probably has a Choice Scarf. Which means that he's going to probably take me out. Not only that, Regieleki could still hit me with something. Yeah, he can still hit me with something. I want to Dragon Dance. But I don't know if I can survive. It depends. The Hydreigon, because the Hydreigon could hit me with something. Well, you know, I think I'm safe. Unless they double into the Dragonite, I think I'm safe to Dragon Dance. And then I'm going to hit them with another Max Quake, maybe? Or a Steel Spike. Let's see, who do they have left? I think a Steel Spike might be better, because they might have Kartana in the back. Even though these people are special defense people. Well, I guess I'm using... Yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. They doubled into the Dragonite. I didn't think they would, but they did. And I ran out of time, so that's why that went that way. So that's a GG. I'll do one more match, hopefully with Articuno. Yeah, I didn't think they would double into him, honestly. But well, the problem is Electro Web hits both sides, and then they just went with the Dragon Pulse. That's what messed me up, because the Volt Switch, you know, obviously. Wait, did he miss? What happened there? I thought it was over. Oh, use Protect. Interesting. Well, it doesn't matter, and it was Tapu Fini at the end, so that's okay. That's fine. But I didn't. Yeah, the Electro Web, because Eliki is so fast, the Electro Web hit me, which, you know, took away on multi-scale. So, oops, sorry about that. The multi-scale went away once the Electro Web hit me, so the Dragon Pulse did its full damage. And last battle. I'm really hoping. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So, I'm going to do my Articuno Dusclops lead, which is what this team is really built around. Now, of course, there's Trick Room available here, but yeah, there's definitely Trick Room available with the Rage Powder, so that might happen. But I do have Dusclops to reverse Trick Room if needed, so that's a good thing. I haven't actually fought a Suicune yet, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to do about that. But I definitely want Landorus here to try and deal with the Duraludon and also the Metagross. And I'm thinking it's hard to decide between Rillaboom and Dragonite. It's pretty mixed, actually. There's only 2 Pokemon, I think. I don't remember about Suicune, but most of these people are actually special attackers. And yeah, Metagross, Rillaboom, or Dragonite. I don't necessarily need Rillaboom here. And Dragonite's Ice Punch can definitely be helpful. But Metagross might be... Yeah, I'm going to go with Metagross instead of Dragonite, I think. See, I kind of wish I had a Fire Punch now. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to go with Dragonite instead. I think... No, actually, yeah. Metagross. I keep going back and forth, but I think Metagross is going to be better. Or is it Metagross? I actually don't know how to pronounce its name. I keep saying Metagross. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here, to be honest. But I am going to. Oh yeah, Cinderace is fast too. I forgot about that. Cinderace is fast. Cinderace is faster than my Articuno. But let's see, what can we do? How can we get out of this? There's no Trick Room right now. So I can actually get out of this by... I'm going to... Man, that could hit hard. This is crazy. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to max guard, and I'm going to Trick Room. Yeah, I thought so. Cinderace is done at maxing. It's probably going to go after my Articuno. Yeah, it's trying to take out my Articuno hard. The max guard was definitely the right option. So I Trick Roomed. Now I'm faster, but Shadow Sneak still has priority. It's a Dark type now, which isn't fantastic, but I still get stabbed from Airstream. So a stabbed Airstream should still be able to do this. And I won't be able to use it afterwards, but I won't need it anymore. So I think this is the best move here. Shadow Sneak. Weakest Policy should let me take him out. Oh, man. That's crazy. Wow. But I get a competitive boost, and I'm still, like, it's still Trick Room. So, oh, it had a Life Orb, so it worked out. Now, here's the problem here. Now Metagross is here, and he is definitely faster. Or, well, you know, he's slower. So under Trick Room, he's faster. I'm so fast. Now, here's the thing. Duraludon is not that fast. I am very fast. So actually, I have speed. I'm actually going to max guard this and then reverse Trick Room. Yeah, they doubled into Articuno, so that was perfect. That was perfect. So now I'm back to being faster, and I can take out pretty much anybody. I can take out Metagross. They might protect, but yeah, I'm going to Pain Split the Duraludon. So he did not protect. Like at this point, Articuno is just way too strong. So sadly, he did get taken out by the Duraludon, but I'm more worried about Metagross because I also have Landorus. So, ooh, but I forgot about the Suicune. The Suicune is probably... Oh yeah, Suicune's actually not faster, unless it has like Choice Scarf, but I don't think it does. Yeah, no, because he had Helping Hand. So I am safe to use Earthquake here, and just in case, I'm actually gonna Ally Switch. So I was able to take out the Duraludon and the Suicune. Oh, I forgot about that. Suicune has Tailwind. Huh. But it doesn't matter because that's it. So, yeah. I will Shadow Sneak the Suicune, I suppose. And yeah, there's not really a lot of options, but I still have a Metagross in the back, so it doesn't really matter. No, I'm not going to use Iron Tail. I'm going to Shadow Sneak, Rock Slide, see what happens. Huh. Oh, he must have thought I was going to Ally Switch. Yeah, I only wanted to Ally Switch at the beginning to stop that. So Suicune is definitely a pretty bulky Pokemon. I'm going to Pain Split it, and I'm just going to Earthquake again. It's so bulky. Didn't get that off, but I did get the Earthquake off. But now with Metagross here, I should be able to take him out no problem with a Zen Headbutt, and why not Iron Tail? So you got the Scald. Wow, he had luck with that burn, and then the Z Headbutt to finish it off. So yeah, lost a couple matches, but I was able to get in showcase the Articuno strategy at the end. So as you can see, that Articuno hits really hard, and with the competitive boost or weakness policy, when I saw that, I was like, I got to use Articuno. And when they updated the rules to say that they could be used, I was so happy about that. That's going to be it for this video. I'm going to do another one on my other team, and yeah, I'm really glad that some of these Pokemon are being used. It's going to be an interesting metagame, and I can't wait to actually use these in the actual game when the rule set changes over on November 1st. So if you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe for future videos. And as always, thanks for watching.